I'm a head of the Department of International Relationship of Samara State Medical University, Professor Dmitry Gorbachev. And
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Andrei and I'm the head of
Dean Office.
Yes, Dean's Office. So I'm the Dean of the International Department and I monitor the students and the educational process, and also I'm a professor of my Department of Microbiology, but my main occupation is as Dean. Yes, of course, we have a set of universities in our country, but our university is one of the best, and I suppose the best. Why? First of all, I must pay attention that our university has an international accreditation. It means that when the students graduate our university, they will be able to pass an international exams like USMLE, Lab, etc. So they will be able to work in any countries, in any job. No any borders for future students. Also, our university has a really great and modern technical equipment for educational process, scientific process, and activities. And activities as you wish. It can be science, learning as your main job in the university, also the sport. So any activities for every student. And it is very important that we pay special attention for IT technologies and medicine. And it will give for our students more benefits. So they will be not simply the doctors, but they will have some skills in IT. And it's a great opportunities for them in the future. We have approximately 18 departments. The standard course of medical education in Russia is lasts 6 years, and after that you can continue your study in our country or go to any other country and continue studying there. All 6 years we teach students in English, and final exams are also in English. And I think it's also one of our good trait or benefit for students, because I know that not all students in Russia provide educational process in English all 6 years, but we do. So we have the dormitories to settle our students. Dormitories is also well equipped, and I suppose you will enjoy if you will choose our university and will study in Samara. I think Dr. Dmitry will add something.
So yes, I can add some things, very important thing. You know that in Russia Federation's more than 15 medical universities, but only 5 universities in Russia has own clinic. And so Samara State Medical University, the university with a great history, more than 100 years when our university was founded. And our university has own clinics on more than 1,000 beds. And this clinics is the base of practical training of our students. More than 20 different departments, clinical departments located on this clinic. So our students can improve their knowledge, medical knowledge, practical skills on the territory of our own clinics. But not only our clinics can train our students. More than 20 different hospitals and polyclinics of our city works together with our university, and some our teachers work as a doctor and as a teacher at these departments. That's why we try to learn our students, future doctors, to deep knowledge in medicine. Samara is one of the biggest city in Russian Federations. Populations of Samara is more than 1 million people. In Samara region, more than 500,000 people in Samara region. We have an international airport. It's very necessary. We have good transport infrastructure for students who will arrive to Samara. Samara is one of the not only biggest, but Samara is a very beautiful city. located on the River Volga. We have a great embankment, many museums, for our students. We can give a lot of different activities, sport activities, research activities, and art activities, and so on. Every year for students and for Indian students, we create different festivals of natural culture. And I think that not only good knowledge in medicine, we can take a lot of activities for our students. So I think that when you will enter to our university, you will be a good doctor, you will be a good dancer, singer, sportsman, and so on, because we have a lot of different activities. And for us, it's very important to study international students. Today, at our university study more than 800 international students, and more than 200 is students from India. We work with different organizations, but for us, one of the important and main partners is Study Hub Palace, and that's why we think that a lot of students who choose this company will come to our university as the students of the first course, and will successful study during 6 or maybe more long period, because we have a postgraduate course for this for all students. Yes, we have some specialties, for example, cardiosurgery, and we think in future we will create some course for IT medicine on English language, so that students who wanted to change one specialty to another, and to try to get deep knowledge in small sphere in medicine, for example, cardiosurgery, they can do on English language. Yes, it's for us, because postgraduate course has international accreditation too, not only base course, international accreditation too. So if you want to continue educational, please come to Samara and enter to postgraduate course. Exam. Yes, on the subject of this specialty. For example, for cardiosurgery, you should pass the exam on surgery and therapy, obstetrics and gynecology, and so on. It depends on specialty what you choose in the future. But for the entry to the first course, you should pass 2 exams on English. It's chemistry and biology. So the main course is on English language, but in the law of Russia federations, finishing exam, government exam, you should pass on Russian language. That's why during 6 years before you stay here, you study Russian language, and pass exam in Russian language. But all knowledge you will take on English language, and that's why you can speak with our Russian patients, for example, on Russian language. After graduation of university, you can speak on English with your future patients and pass the exam, international exam in your country. You can choose this license exam if you want to stay at Russia and work in Russia federations. All students, Russian students, international students, must pass the accreditations. It's a special license exam if you want to stay at Russia and work in Russia. For example, if I go to India, I must pass your exam in India on legalism and special normative documents to pass the exam in your country. So it's normal situations for different countries. Every summer you have a practice. It's similar as an internship, because every year you have a big, more the difficult maybe subjects for you, and you try to practice in the hospitals during this summer period. So during second, third, fourth, fifth course, you will pass the special practical training, which common total can be similar at the internship period. Because without practical skills you can't work in Russia, and I know that in your country you can do it. Absolutely. Samara is a very friendly city, international city, because we have more than 20 different universities, great universities, and for example Samara State University named Sergei Korolev, have about 1,000 international students too. And so many students from all the world want to study in Samara because the conditions in our city is very comfortable. And every university try to create safety, security for our students in dormitory, in the practical buildings, theoretical buildings, and so on. And that's why for students, international students from all the world, we will create very good conditions. And the ambassador of India of Russia Federation, who was visited a few weeks ago, was at our university, and he saw our accommodations, and they discussed with the students about different problems, and students say that the conditions in our university are very good, and that's why I think every year more and more students from India too want to study at Samara State Medical University.